Coming up on this week's episode of the Necessities.
I'd invested money here to get things rolling, but I wanted to keep the security of the job to feed my family at that time.
Join us as we scour the globe for you to find the best donuts, bagels, and other baked goods your money can buy. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are in Twin Falls, Idaho, this time visiting Jim Bob's Bakery. Now, this place was started almost 40 years ago by Jim Bob. His son took over after, and now there's a new owner. We're gonna be meeting Sabra and also Jim Bob. Let's go. Nice to meet you, I'm Andy.
Nice to meet you.
This is a lovely place. So talk to me about a little bit about the history, like what made you get into donuts? What made you do it?
Oh, I've got a lifetime in the food business. I've got an Associate of Applied Science degree in 1973 in food service.
Nice.
Branched out and got a job in a bakery. The actual bakery I was working in was in a grocery store when I came down here, and there was a place called Larry's Donut Shop. Larry didn't know what he was doing. He was a trucker, so he stopped at big bakery shows and stuff around the country when he was trucking. And he'd go through them and learn things and stuff like that. And he came back home and put it to use. So I bought him out in 1984.
The same location, or was it different?
Right here.
Nice. This is where it all started.
This is where it all started. That was 40 years ago.
Awesome. And the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And it's been through a lot of ups and downs. And
yeah,
my son ran it for a while after I got out of it. Now Sabra is
yeah.
That's fine.
Yep.
the chief here. And
You're Sabra.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. And you've owned Jim Bob since for how long now?
2 years.
well, this is our area where the donuts are fried. We've got a fryer here, what they call a glazer.
Right.
And we've got a cake donut cutter on there. This oven is a rotary oven, and you don't see rotary ovens anymore.
Rotary, so that means you can call people with it too, right?
It goes around.
It's the same.
That's awesome.
It's like the big bakeries back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Yep.
They all had these. Now what they do is they take a rack, it's got product on it after they proof it. They roll it in, hook it on the thing, and it turns while it bakes inside.
That's awesome.
On the rack. My first mixer was a 60-quart Hobart. It was already here.
These things last forever too. Is that your favorite brand? Like, do you think
Hobart is the best mixer.
What does this do exactly for our audience?
What you do is you take one of these and you spread out, you cut up whatever kind of bun you're making or dinner roll.
Yeah.
There are certain sizes of cuts, you weigh them.
Right.
And you put the dough all the way to the outer edge and try to evenly spread it out. Once you put it in here, it automatically, with the lever coming down and everything, it'll cut the dough in
awesome.
36 equal pieces.
Wow, that's awesome.
And then it rounds them right on these spots.
Yep.
So
that's awesome. I don't think I've ever seen that machine. What makes Jim Bob's different than other donut shops that are around here, or just
one thing that Jim Bob's is still doing is mixing the doughs. A lot of places now, stores included, they'll buy the bars, the rings, the different items are made in a factory.
Yeah. Frozen.
And then they're shipped in frozen in a box. You take them out of the box, you might put them on a frying screen and end up frying them, or they might be completely done already.
Just thaw them out.
Thaw them out, ice them, and put them in your case. It's not the quality you can get when you're making them yourself. That's the thing. You got to do all the steps, and you have to do them correctly. If you don't, you're not going to end up with a really great product.
My first degree in college is a culinary arts degree. I didn't go to CSI. I went to ISU. It came up for sale, and I like to bake. It's fun. It was up for sale. I was a lot happier. It was a good opportunity. If I need to make more money, I go do sales. There's a lot of opportunity here that there just was not with what I was doing. And I love Jim Bob's. I came in multiple times for a jelly donut and I got here too late.
What we got into kind of as time went on was kind of custom making things for people. The breads and stuff, there was a place here called Tomatoes. It was an Italian restaurant. We developed a specialty bread for just them. They put it on every table with olive oil and balsamic vinegar. Ronald Reagan came to town once.
Yep.
Well, he was president when he stopped here in Twin Falls. That was a really busy day. It seemed like everybody wanted donuts, and then they wanted donuts for a thing they had set up out at the college where he was going to speak. And they wanted our donuts, and we made donuts that day a lot.
What are the most popular donuts or items here at the store that people buy the most of?
Fritters and maple bars.
Thanks, Jim Bob. Appreciate it.
You bet.
All right, thanks again to Sabra and also Jim Bob for allowing us to come by Jim Bob's Bakery. Let's take a look at the haul that we got here. So we got the cinnamon roll donut. This is their old fashioned. There's some glazed donuts, maple bar. This is a deep fried custard pie. This is just regular custard and then apple fritter. Now the first one we're gonna go with is just the glazed. I'm gonna look inside there. That looks awesome. You can tell the dough is cooked really well, all around, all throughout. So that's definitely a good sign. So let's give it a try. There's no doughiness to it or anything like that. So soft. Love this. This is great. The glaze itself is not super sweet, has a really nice flavor to it. Cheers. This is a really good glazed donut. Now the next one we're gonna do is the maple bar. Now if you look at this, nice and evenly done. That looks really great. So let's give it a try. Dough is nice and soft. Believe it or not, I've had some pretty hard maple bars before. The maple has a really nice flavor to it. Nice and smooth, doesn't make it so your teeth fall out. The only thing I would change, of course, is you can tell right here with the frosting, making sure it's nice and evenly coated all around the edges, just on the top part there. That's how most donut shops do it, but overall though, really good donut. For the third donut we're gonna be trying, it's gonna be the cinnamon roll, or the Pershing. There's lots of different names that you can call it. Look at that. Look at those nice cinnamon veins, as I call them. So good. The dough is so well done. I love it. Let's try it. This was definitely a good choice. Nice hint of cinnamon flavoring there. The glaze is really good over it. Plenty of glaze, nice amount, nice and smooth. Really makes the cinnamon and everything kind of pop out more. This is a fantastic donut. The next one we're gonna try is the old-fashioned donut. This looks really good. Now, it's not your normal looking old-fashioned donut too, so that's one reason why I want to try it, because the dough looks really good, nice and cakey, and then the glaze looks absolutely fantastic. So let's try it. Nice crisp as you're biting into it. This would be so perfect with just a cup of milk or something like that. This is really good. I like this. The glaze and the overall flavor is a little bit stronger than the regular glazed donut. You know, knowing this anyway, going to Jim Bob's, that's probably what I would get. I'd probably get the old-fashioned. So cheers.
All right, now let's go over the scores for Jim Bob's Bakery. The first one we tried was the glazed donut. Really good dough, fantastically fluffy, uber good. As I jokingly say sometimes, I could definitely use it as a pillow. So soft, it's just great. The taste could have been sweeter. Still overall, good flavor, presentation looked fantastic. We're gonna give that an A- score. Now the next one we tried was the maple bar. Dough was about the same. I felt like the dough tasted a little bit better than the glazed donut. The taste though was bursting with maple flavor, so it was really, really great. Presentation was great. On that one, we're gonna give that an A score. For the third donut that we tried that we're rating, it was the cinnamon roll donut. Really, really good dough. And oh my gosh, the taste was fantastic. Had plenty of cinnamon in there. The glaze was just really, really good, nice and smooth. It was just fantastic. Really good cinnamon roll. So if cinnamon rolls your thing, definitely get one of those. The presentation, of course, looked great. I still feel like I could have used maybe a little bit more cinnamon, but overall, though, it was still really good, though. So final score on that one's going to be an A. Now for the honorable mention, we tried the old-fashioned, really good, just nice cake flavor, so soft inside, and they had plenty of glaze on there to really, you know, tickle your sweet tooth there. So definitely give that a try. I love old-fashioned donuts. They're one of my favorites, especially if it's well made, and Jim Bob's Bakery knows how to make old-fashioned. Now, final score is going to be an A for Jim Bob's Bakery. Thank you so much for letting us stop in. If you are in the Twin Falls, Idaho area, definitely stop in to Jim Bob's Bakery. They make some fantastic donuts. There's several that we didn't even showcase on this episode that are fantastic, so definitely stop in and try them. We'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And if there's a donut shop you'd like us to check out in your neck of the woods,
go ahead and drop a comment below or email us at dough@doughnecessities.com.